Hello everyone, and today is another KSP2 video that we'll be going to Dres. So as you see here, I'm gonna be using the same capsule I used for my Duna mission. If you want to see it, the link is in the description. And I was trying to fit some experiments, but I couldn't find anything. So because I wanted to do some science at Dres, but that's okay. So I was just gonna go with just put a stabilizer in there because I wanted there to be something. So we're gonna put the little batteries there and the two solar arrays and the ladder to get down. But the ladder doesn't really help us. Later you'll see there in the video. So here I'm just trying to get the front there, and we're gonna add the decoupler now. That will get us right now we're adding the parachutes. That will I mean, this capsule is big, so we have to add a lot if we want to slow ourselves down. So now we're gonna add the battery pack, which will keep our batteries run. I mean, will keep us running and not run out. And we're gonna put those truss structures so we can put the XL hydrogen tanks, because we want to carry a lot of fuel. Because Dres is far. I mean, it's not as far as Jewel and Elu, but I mean, I want to just make sure we can go there right place. But as you see here, I also put the big solar panels, because last time in my Duna video, when I did put a little what is it called? I forgot what it was called. Like when I did put batteries, I forgot to add the solar panels, so I couldn't really so I had to keep my lander on. But here I'm not gonna let that happen, so I could save fuel. So I'm gonna making sure I just keep it on. And now we're adding the Rhino engine. That'll be for our second stage. Now we're gonna add the first stage with the 9 vector engines. I'm pretty sure they're called. And then we're gonna put 2 SRBs on the side. I just like putting 2 SRBs for that extra help. I think we're just gonna use the small ones, not the big ones. I usually use the medium ones when I use SRBs, but this time I decided not to, because I feel like I need something a little bit less powerful. But that's why I just like any 2 SRBs power that I have on the side. I mean, just a rock that's just a tower, basically. It's not what I like to go with, so I just like to go at least put 2 SRBs on the side. So now we're lowering the rocket, and we're gonna name it and then save it. Right now we're adding color, because as here I want to try using as much colors as I can, adding different colors to the stuff. I tried adding color to the hydrogen tanks, but that did not work out that well. So now also I want to make this kind of a green rocket, so I'm just gonna add this part green, because I want to try using every color I can here in KSP2. And I'll name this the Dres 1, because this will be the first time we go to Dres. And we'll launch in launch pad 2. Now this here, the rocket's ready to launch, and as you notice, there's no fairing. It's because fairings I just don't like to use them really, because of how annoying they are. Oh, and there's the countdown. So I just didn't like using the fairings, because they're just so hard to it's just hard to put on. I mean, putting fairings on KSP1 was easier than putting fairings on here in KSP2. And plus, how they open up is not that good. Like, it just flatters around a lot. Last year, I'm just gonna speed it up, because it was kind of slow. So we're gonna turn the rocket now to make sure that we are in like a turning position, and we're gonna start turning once we reach like 1,000 meters, which we passed. And then once we reach like 10,000 meters, 10 kilometers, we're gonna be like 45-degree angle, which is what usually you go for. And these SRBs are not gonna be as powerful as the ones in the medium ones, because these ones are a little bit smaller than those medium ones. And we're just gonna cruise up into a cruising altitude. And see there, we just separated from the SRBs there. Nothing exploded, like what usually happens. We made it to a 45-degree angle, which is what I like to go for there. And we're just making sure we stay the same spot there. And the little aerodynamics there at the top, you see there, because the lander's kind of little, I'm not sure, but like the little engine there, it didn't really affect us going to space, which was good. And I see our apoapsis right now is like it's 8, 9, I'm not sure, it's like 1,000 meters right now. No, 98,000 meters right now, which that's pretty good. And now we're gonna use up we're not gonna use it the rest of the stage because I want to leave debris there at the first stage. We're just gonna use most of it, like to get ourselves mostly to orbit. Then we're gonna use the second stage to get up. But here, this is when I ran into a plot problem. The second stage was stuck to the first stage, so I was like, what happened? So I was like, I could just do this, and then that's when I got rid of the second stage because it's basically useless now. We can't really use it to help us. So I was just gonna now I'm getting ready in maneuver node for Dres right now. As here, since Dres is on a tilt, we might have to do 2 maneuver nodes, which is one to get one to get to like Dres's orbit, and then the other one to tilt us. As here, I just decided I was trying to get it on one shot, but that did not work, so I had to just do it the other way. And I just tried to like get as close as I could the 1A and 1B mark, and then I'd make another maneuver node. You see here, I'm gonna add like halfway there. That's gonna point us down, and that will get us our encounter there. We'll just need to do some little maneuvering to make sure it's at the right place and make sure we don't get anything wrong. It was kind of a little frustrating getting these maneuver nodes set up because just how they were right there, and it was not that great. But we got our maneuver node to Dres ready, which is gonna be like 1,600, 7,100 meter per second burn, which that's more than what we have in the hydrogen fuel tanks, which there we have like, I'm not sure, let me check. We have like 8,000 meters per second of fuel, so that's more than enough to get us to Dres and back. But I always love packing more than what we need because I just don't like packing less fuel than what I need. But I see here, I just paused the game to make sure, and I did get the maneuver node ready because I mean it did take me a while. So now we're just gonna get ready for our burn in 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and there we go. We activated our hydrogen engine, and we're gonna just time warp to make things go a little bit faster. And as here, we're coming up to our end of the burn. I see there is the end of our burn. Now we're gonna create the next maneuver node that will get us an encounter with Dres. And I see there, perfect encounter. We got the maneuver node ready. So that it's gonna be our 2A and 2B that'll line up the 1A and 1B, what I thought. But that's okay. So we're just gonna get right into our new maneuver node and just fix that when we get to the maneuver. So now we just left Kerbin's sphere of influence, and now we're orbiting the sun. And now we just left communication range. So we have no longer any communication to the KSC. And now we're starting our burn. That will get our inclination change. That will get us an encounter with Dres, hopefully. And as you see there's our encounter. So now we're gonna do another maneuver node to just get as close as we can. But I see it wasn't working, so I decided to like try it again, and this time it did work. So in here, I also ran into a lot of glitches. That's when I entered Dres's sphere of influence. That's when I started having all these bugs. But you'll have to just see in the video what they were. And I see here, I'm just trying to drag out to like a decent spot, like 30,000 meters. But I ended up going a lot lower. It was just really frustrating getting this thing ready, the maneuver right. And it's just gonna be a 3 meter per second burn, which that's pretty small. But that's okay because I mean we just need to lower our thrust limit, so to make it like a little easier, so we don't like overshoot it, because we probably would. And now we're just gonna do our burn in like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there we go, starting our burn. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a pretty good close by Dres, which is what we wanted. 44 kilometers from the surface. That's good. So here, when I enter Dres sphere of influence, like I told you before, that's when I run into all my bugs. So let's see what happens here. Well, actually, it doesn't happen right away. It happens when I load a quick save. So you'll see. Here, as you see, so one of the bugs was this. So I tried to get a maneuver ready to circularize, but look, I couldn't even circularize right good. You see there, like it just didn't let us be circularized over Dres. So I had to do it like by myself. And as here, Dres does have rings here. As you see, look how beautiful they are. Dres does have rings here in KSP 2, not in KSP 1 didn't. Well, look, we got passed right under them. Look at how beautiful those rings are. Those are just beautiful. And here, when I had to load one of my quick saves, is when I started burning way too early. See, look how early I'm burning. That's gonna set me to a course collision with Dres, which I tried to pause the game, stop the thing, but it was too late. We were already for a crash collision, so I have to reload the quick save. Then this is when another bug struck me. Look, where's my orbit line? Where did it go? I couldn't see it. I can't even make maneuver nodes now. So I somehow did this, docked back without this, but I do fix it later on. But we'll just have to do it without the little thing, and at least we could get circularized. But it only shows our apoapsis and the periapsis, but that's too bad. I tried doing a quick save, quick load, but that did not work either. So, but I'll tell you what the fix was once the orbit lines do show. But it's just here. I'm just gonna lower my periapsis to like, it's like, my periapsis is like, it doesn't even know in the periapsis thing. It's 20,000 meters. Okay, well, right now we're pretty good, so we're gonna undock from the command pod and transfer our crew, switch, and we're gonna just use thrusters. And here's another glitch. I don't know what was happening, but whenever I activate my thrusters, I kept moving the other direction. I don't know what was happening there, but that was just some kind of bug there that was just affecting me. So here I'm doing my deceleration burn now, and here where I land is not really the best place. I mean, I did see the Dres Canyon here like I did in my KSP 1 video, but that's gonna be another video. See, here we're gonna land in a kind of mountainy area, rocky, and I did not want to fix it. I was just like, let's just get this landing done. I didn't want to fix it, and I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be rocky. You see here, I thought it was looking flat, but my mind was totally wrong. It was not flat at all. So we're just landing right now, doing our kind of little burns to get close to the surface. Not going that fast, but like at least a decent speed. And as you see here, it may look like it's not that mountainy where I'm landing, but it's totally wrong. It's so hilly, or like it just is not a good surface to land on. But so at least my lander didn't tip over. That was the main thing. So here we're gonna land this kind of hill spot, and look, here this is where I was kind of worried my lander would tip over, but it didn't. So then I thought, okay, we're good right now. So now I'm just gonna activate my now maybe my Kerbal, and I couldn't even get to the ladder, but that's okay. We just jump off, and look at that beautiful shot. And here's the shot I'm gonna use for the thumbnail. We're gonna name Dres. We are here at Dres for the first time. Let's plant that flag. Wow. Look at I don't know what the Kerbal is right now, but look at the Kerbal plant the flag. I just like how they plant. So now I'm trying to climb back up, but it was not good. Like, I had to use my jetpack, and I can't even grab the door. I could not. I don't know what was wrong right now. It was like I had to quickly just go to the map because my screen. But you see, I did not know what was happening here, and like, but there I hit grab, and I finally boarded. It took me kind of a while. And my orb line still doesn't show, even if I set it as my target. So I was like, what is happening here? So I had to somehow dock without an orbit line. So this part was kind of complicated. You should see how it goes. Stick around if you want to see. So here I'm just trying to get as close as I can, but I totally get so off for like 20 kilometers away. So I decided to just do the method what I always do, which is retrograde, prograde, and I mean retrograde and target from that spot, which that took forever. So I just did a retrograde and prograde and target, and that, like, I mean, I never done it this far before, because I mean this far is kind of like, I mean, it's hard doing it. It took me we were at the dark side when I finally got my Kerbals back in the spacecraft, and I couldn't actually even dock. You'll see what happens when we reach together. So I'm still doing retrograde and target, which is what we should always do when we dock. I mean, I like seeing Dres in the distance there. At least that was kind of helping me with my anger with all this stuff. But I wish this could just stopped. I wish maybe this glitch could not happen. I wish the orbit line would show, and I wish my spacecraft wouldn't get pushed away. I don't know what was wrong there. It's just maybe a little glitch, but I hope it doesn't happen again when I do one of these missions. Like, I just don't want it to happen. So we're coming up to the thing. We're at 5 kilometers away from it. It looks like there. Then we're just gonna slow down, do target again, and then we're just gonna do a target. I'm at retrograde, and then we're gonna get as close as we can. So like 1 kilometer away right now, and we're just gonna time warp, get closer to it right now, and yeah, everything's going good right now. And then when I get close, you'll see what another bug was. I'm not sure if it was a bug or if just it was my spacecraft or what, but I was not sure what happened there. So now we're just gonna get as close as we can to it. So like 130 meters away from it. You see we're increasing our speed there, and you see there's the little thing. But you see, whenever I burn, I move away from the spacecraft. Even if I burn to target, I didn't know what was happening there. I was just confused, pure confusion. See, look at that. I don't know what was that, if that was meant to happen or what, but it just kept pushing me away. So I was like, oh my gosh, I was just frustrated here. I hope this is just, hope this not happen again. But I need to find a fix to this next time. So I decided to just EVM my Kerbals, since it'd be near impossible to dock. But even my Kerbals were having this trouble moving around. So it did take me a kind of while to get them into the door, which I eventually did do, but it did take a while. But see here, I boarded that Kerbal. Now we need to do the other Kerbal, and then I think we'll be good. But it was painful. I did not like it. I mean, why did this bug happen? But luckily, everything went good. We got our Kerbals back, and now we're gonna just set a course for Kerbin. And it took me kind of a while, like it did to get me to Dres. Well, it actually took longer, and I just couldn't get a good encounter with Like, I mean, I was just trying my best to do it, and I thought I did have it, but it was the 2A and 1B, which is the exact opposite. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. And I was like, maybe I should just skip the video this part, but I was like, no, I want to show the people how it is. So right now, I'm just still like trying to do the maneuver node. It was really frustrating right now. I was like, will I ever get this done? Because it was just so hard just getting ready. So I just moved my maneuver node, just doing some anti-target and target. And then here, it looks like, no, not here. So I just did some anti-target and prograde, retrograde. I do not like using normal, anti-normal. I mean, no, not that. It's I like the blue ones. I just don't like using those ones because, well, in my Duna video, you should see it by the way. That my Duna video, what happened was when I used it too much, I used too much of the blue marker, and that caused me to crash into Duna's atmosphere, and then I burned up. So that was just frustrating. That's why I did not like using it. But see here, I'm getting a pretty close encounter there, so I just need to just fix it up a little bit. And there we go. Finally got encounter with the Kerbin. Finally, it took me forever. Now we're just gonna get ready to burn to go home, and this is gonna be an awesome one. I'm excited to do this burn. So as you see here, we're doing just time warp to get this burn done as quick as we can. And look at that. We'll get our Kerbin encounter. There it is. Look at that. Now we're just going to do a maneuver node so we can get a good, like, our inclination change. So we'll get as close as we can to Kerbin. And my method, I think it's this, yeah, in this video, my method of how to get back, like what I did to get back was actually pretty weird. So as you see here, I still have 4,774 meters per second delta V, and I'm gonna use the last of it to do my inclination change. Oh, there, we're passing the rings. So we're passing the ring system of Dres, saying goodbye to it for not the last time, but we just left the sphere of influence of Dres, leaving a lander stranded in orbit because it couldn't dock. Well, anyway, we're coming up to the maneuver node now, and we're gonna get ready to do it here in like a few seconds. Yeah, actually a few minutes there, but a few seconds right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there it is. Hey, I was right. So now we're just gonna move it down. The periapse is down, and I didn't want to overshoot it, so I was just gonna like move it a little bit down. Like I was just gonna lower the thrust. And as you see there, I did not. It didn't really get me to where I thought it would be, but that's okay. So I just did some radial in or radial out. Oh, it was called radial. Okay, it was called radial. The blue marker is called radial. Okay. But see here, we're gonna pass. We're in the middle of using Kerbin's orbit, and now we're gonna enter Kerbin's sphere of influence. So you see, we just entered Kerbin's sphere of influence, and the same problem happened here. I could not circularize on Kerbin for some reason. That was another bug. So just circularization bug. I don't know why I couldn't let me. So this is what I'm gonna do to re-enter Kerbin's atmosphere. So look, I'm gonna do a burn to try to use up all the fuel, because I would love to use up all that fuel. And look, we're slowing down to 2,100 meters per second. We're gonna definitely land here. You see, this is one of my weirdest ways of how to land before. How I landed in KSP, and it was just really weird. So then when I was like, okay, we're good, then I detached from it, and I let the parachutes open up, and we said bye-bye to the hydrogen fuel tank that did a lot of good stuff for us. Well, hope the hydrogen fuel tank is okay. Crashed me into the water land, and there opens our parachutes. Look at how it is. For a second there, I made sure we had all our Kerbals, because kind of afraid I left one of them in the lander, but we all had them. This mission was successful, going 7 meters per second, and looks like we're gonna land in a tree-infested environment. Wow, look at that. Dres mission complete. Now it's just time warp to a day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and bye.